you back in time to the late 20th century when life was full of colour. Our clothes were louder, TV was brighter, and we weren't afraid of a bit of kitsch.
As trends changed and minimalism took over, one Aussie designer refused to let go of the fun. Stavroula Adameitis, also known as Frida Las Vegas, has made it her mission to keep Australia's colour, camp and nostalgia well and truly alive. Hello, Frida Las Vegas, in the studio. Lovely to see. Wow. Colourful. Nice to see you.
Why not? Hello, Larry. Hello, Kylie.
Oh,
thanks for colouring in our morning.
Yeah.
What is it about the end of the 20th century that sort of really hooked you in?
Well, I think there's something really subversive and quite fabulous about Australian fashion, specifically in the 80s and 90s. It wasn't afraid to be itself. It was loud and proud. It was unapologetic. And I think that's something that we need to celebrate rather than cringe at.
You've created some amazing graphics and clothing installations. What inspired you to publish a book?
Well, publishing a book is a really great way to put 10 years worth of drawings, fashion, illustration and ideas in one place, so then people can carry it around with them, put it on their bookshelf and have as a bit of an archive. So it's an encyclopedia of pop and kitsch, so better to do it in a book.
Is there a favourite chapter, a favourite bit of the book that you just smiled more than any other chapter?
Oh, Larry, why, of course, Screen Dreams, all about television and film. I mean, a big part of our popular culture is what we see on our screens, and it's informed so much of who we see ourselves and, you know, how we relate to the world around us.
Was there something kitschier or more colourful about this period of time in Australia than, say, the rest of the world? Did we embrace it more than others?
Oh, absolutely.
Did we?
Yeah, we had this sort of sense of maximalism, especially when it came to sort of interiors, set design, what we put on our clothes, what we ate. I don't know if you've eaten a Chiko Roll recently, but, you know, it's beige inside, but maximal on the outside. You don't really know what you're getting, and that's part of the song.
So that Kendone sort of era, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's Kendone, it's Jenny Key, it's everything that was unapologetically loud and not afraid to walk down the street announcing that you were there. There was a sense of confidence and pride.
Yeah. If you were going to release a 2026 sort of edition here, what three things would you include, do you reckon?
Look, I'd have to say I think Bluey would make it into the list. Everyone loves Bluey. The halal snack pack is probably the new Chiko Roll of the contemporary era. And look, anything that is from, you know, any sort of Kylie Minogue enterprise finds its way across eras. So, of course, it's going to find its way in the 2026 version.
It's something like, it's like the Ushies generation, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Everyone's got that drawer of Ushies and, you know, that ends up becoming an archive whether people know it, like it or not.
Wow. So you've worked with some huge brands and big celebs like Katy Perry. I can see why. That's sort of like... who else would you have on your list as a dream collab?
Well, funny I mentioned Kylie. I mean, there's Kylie Gillies, there's Kylie Mole, Kylie Minogue, anyone with a first name Kylie.
Kylie. Kylie.
But if I'm really honest, I just love getting a kick of seeing everyday people wearing my clothes out and about, going to parties, in acts of celebration. My dream client and collab is any normal person walking down the street. Whoever gets the spirit, whoever's ready to fight the Grage and is with me, I'm there with them.
The Grage.
The Grage.
Will kitsch ever make a comeback?
I think it will, Larry.
Yeah.
I think it will. Look, fashion comes in cycles. At the moment, we're in our Anko Grageification era, but I think that, you know, give it a few years, there'll be a rebellion, there'll be a resistance, and people...
Led by you?
Well, not by me. I'm just, you know, I'm just the Pied Piper leading others. It takes more than one to lead a resistance, but I think colour will make a comeback.
What's the jumper you're wearing now? Well, jumper dress.
Yes.
We used to actually, jumper dress, wasn't that a fabulous...
Well, look, a jumper dress is very 80s, but this is a bin chicken, so I don't know.
Oh, yes, you can see it.
Do the full twirl. So, you know, been there, done that. The bin chicken is Australia's flamingo, and I just wanted to immortalise it in a...
Is that your own design?
It is, yes.
Wow, I love it. That's great.
Thank you.
So terrific.
Lovely to see you this morning. Thanks for colouring us up this morning. Good stuff.
Thank you so much for having me.
The new book is called Australianorama by Frida Las Vegas. It's out next month. Well,